Welcome back to my channel. This is Narayan Rao Kovur. In this video, we will discuss the instruments of trade policy or trade policy instruments. First of all, what is the meaning of trade policy? Trade policy refers to all the instruments used by a government to promote or restrict imports and exports through trade negotiations among countries is called trade policy. Next, classification of instruments of trade policy. Classification of instruments of trade policy. The instruments of trade policy can broadly categorized into two. One is tariffs, also called customs duty, also called price related measures, also called visible barriers to trade. This is the first category. Second one is non-tariff measures. Non-tariff measures also called non-price measures, also called invisible measures. So these are the classification of instruments of trade policy. So the instruments of trade policy can broadly categorize into how many categories? That means two categories. One is tariffs or customs duties or price related measures. So those are visible barriers to trade. Those are visible barriers to trade. There is a effect the prices of imports. There is a effect on the prices of imports. Second one is non-tariff measures, also called non-price measures or invisible measures or hidden measures. So effect is free trade. Effect is free trade. These are the two types of instruments of trade policy. Next, the flow chart of instruments of trade policy or trade instruments. One is trade instruments can broadly categorized into two categories. One is tariff measures, another one is non-tariff measures. What are the other names of tariff? Customs duty, price related measures, or visible barriers to trade. Tariff means a tax imposed by the government. Next, again, tariff measures can broadly categorized into two. One is import tariff, another one is export tariff. So, what is import tariff? A tariff imposed by the government on imported goods. A tax imposed by the government on imported goods. That is called import tariffs. These are import tariffs are several types. Those are, one is specific tariff. Second one is ad valorem tariff. Third one is mixed tariff. Fourth one is compound tariff. Fifth one is technical tariff. Sixth one is tariff rate quotas. Tariff rate quotas. Quotas means, a quota means government imposed limit on quantity or value of goods. That is called tariff rate quotas. Government imposed limit on quantity of goods or value of goods. that is called quota. Seventh one is most favored nation tariffs. Most favored nation tariff. Eighth one is applied tariff. Ninth one is variable tariff. 10th one is preferential tariff. 11th one is bound tariff. 12th one is escalated tariff. 13th one is prohibitive tariff. 14th one import subsidies. 15th one tariffs in response to trade distortions. These are the 15 types of import tariff. What is the meaning of import tariff? A tax imposed by the government on imported goods. That is called import tariff. Next, export tariff. What is the meaning of export tariff? A tax imposed by the government on exported goods. That is called export tariff. Those are again, one is ban on exports. Ban on exports. Second one is export taxes. Third one is export subsidies and incentives. Fourth one is voluntary exports restraints. Voluntary exports restraints. These are the 4 kinds of export tariff. This is at a glance of tariff measures or customs duty or price related measures. Next, on the other side, non-tariff measures. Non-tariff measures also called non-price measures or invisible measures. Again, non-tariff measures can broadly divide into 2 categories. One is technical measures and another one is non-technical measures. Technical measures again divided into 2. One is SPS measures, second one is TBT measures. SPS measures and TBT measures. Next, non-technical measures. Non-technical measures are import quotas, price control measures, non-automatic leasing and prohibitives. Fourth one, financial measures. Fifth one is measures affecting competition. Measures affecting competition. Sixth one is government procured policies. Government procurement policies. Seventh one, trade related investment measures. Eighth one, distributive restrictions. Ninth one, restrictions on post-sale services. Restrictions on post-sale services and administrative procedures. Administrative procedures. So these are the instruments of trade policy. The instruments of trade policy. So thank you for watching. Like, share, subscribe and comment.